answer the questions on page 47, and we're going to really focus on A, B, and C right now. And I put those on the left side of the page and sort of paraphrase them. So, the above graph, one of the questions was what kind of data is shown. I know from walking around the room, you as a class can tell that this is categorical data. I mean numeric data. I thought I was on the other page. Because it's asking about the number of pets. But what I think that some people are unclear about is what the bottom of the graph represents versus the side of the graph. So this is, and then I'll take your question. This is the number of pets. And that, they don't write that because of the title. They have the title here, but they don't write that. And over here is the number of people. Eliza, what's your question?
We checked it on the calculator and we were off by a number.
That's right. Then you have it right now. What'd you get? Tell us.
156.
Yes, and you guys were off by a number in the other direction. So we're going to do that in a minute. The answer here should be 156. But in order to answer that, you have to really understand how to read the graph. Okay, so we're going to work it out. So let me just point out something here. I just want to make this a little sharper. Okay, for example, to understand this, you really need to understand what each bar means. So that bar tells us that 3 people each have 6 pets. And so the way I like to think of that is you read over this way to figure out the number of people, and then you come down to figure out the number of pets. So that represents 18 pets in all. So that's 18 pets in all. And that you have to understand to answer B. So because this bar right here, this first bar, Lily, what's that represent?
0.
0 what?
Pet.
Because 2 people have no pets. So we don't need to add that one in. And this bar, Molly, tells me that
There's one person that has 2 dogs. Wait, no, there's 2 people that have 1 dog.
2 people that have 1 pet. We don't know what that pet is. Okay? And then the next bar, Isaac, what would that be right here?
That would be 2 people. Wait, 5 people have 2 pets.
Right. And then Aiden Bowl, what about the next bar right here?
That would mean 12.
So how many people and how many pets first?
There was 4 people.
4 people have 3
pets.
right. And so if you multiplied that out and wrote below, so far we have 2 pets plus 10 pets plus 12 pets. And then I'm going to pause this and we'll finish it out. That's the whole list. And when you add all those numbers together, you get 156. Okay? Better?
Yeah.
Not as easy as it looked at first.
No.
Okay, but the next part is actually, if I zoom out a little bit, much easier. The greatest number of pets a student has, Brooke, what do you have for that? 21. So I feel like last week during the Desmos, there was a mode question and a lot of people answered the mode wrong. They put the max, and now I feel like if you got 21 here, you are doing much better at graph reading. So this is 21. And then how many students were in the class, Rio? How would you figure that out? Let's clean this up a little bit. How do you figure out how many students are in the class? Well, how am I gonna count them? That's what I'm asking you. Tell me what to count. What numbers do I work with? Let me be more specific. How many students are represented by this bar? 2 students, right? Okay, so then if I want to get the total number of students, Rio, I'll zoom out a little bit more here. I'm going to start with 2, and then I'm going to add what?
2 again.
2 again, so I'm putting those little numbers here, and then what am I going to add?
5.
5. And then keep going.
1.
1? Where'd you get 1?
Oh no.
4. You skipped 4, right?
Yeah,
Then 1. There you go. What happens next, Brendan, after the 1?
2.
2. Kate, what's after the 2?
The 1. Wait, oh, the
So we're right on this part. How many students does that represent?
18.
That's how many pets?
Oh, 3.
3, right? So when we complete this list, the rest of them are all ones, and there's 7 of them. A 1 there and there. All of those represent 7 different students. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. That's 6 plus 1. And when you add all that up, a lot of you got, or a few of you at least got, what does that add up to? What'd you get, Joseph?
26.
26. Yeah, that would be a good, both of those problems are good to check your work with the calculator. So we could just check it and make sure we have that right. 2 plus 2 plus 5 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 26. It helps to have somebody read to you, especially on the list above. Okay, so how many students chose cat as a favorite? What do you think, Molly?
There was 4 people.
And how did you get that?
I looked on the favorite pet, like.
Yes. You have to look at the other page, right? So at the top of this, it shows us that 4, it's a little blurry, but that's on the same page. 4 choose cat as a favorite pet. Then I'm just curious, Olivia, what about how many cats do students have?
I think it's about 1.
Why do you think that is? So how would you answer that, Fox? So if it doesn't tell you, if you can't understand, if it's not there, you could say not enough information. So there's not enough information here in the graphs. So did anybody answer 4? Nobody really? Did anybody think that when it said how many cats do students have, did anybody answer 4? No? Yeah, I kind of think maybe more than one person did. The reason that could happen is because of this chart, but this is like a survey. It just says favorite pet. So I might say my favorite pet is a cat, but maybe my whole family is allergic and I can't have a cat.
I thought it was asking like, I get it.
Yeah. So there's not enough information to answer that. That's the correct answer is there's not enough information.
Oh.
Do you see that?
Kind of.
So like over here, if we just look at this page alone, we know that it's a little blurry, but in your book, what is that page? 46. In your book, it says that there's 4 people said cats are their favorite, but we don't know if they have any cats, we just know that they like them.
Oh, yeah, but
What's happening to the mouse?
Because it's the mouse?
It was like blinking.
Oh, was it?
I thought the question asked like how many stations does a cat as their favorite pet? And on the graph it says.
Oh, right, so
oh, there it is.
right here, how many students chose cat as a favorite pet? 4 people.
Oh, okay.
But then we don't know how many cats do students have. We don't know if anybody actually has a cat.
Oh yeah, I answered right for that. I thought
Okay,
you were talking about.
Perfect. So now I'm gonna pause and you're gonna do the mode. You're gonna do part D. And all parts of D and E. And then we'll regroup. When it asks for the mode, you just look at the most. Dog's the most popular. But the median, you have to go back to the blue graph, so they kind of trick you a little bit. You've got 2 people. 2 people have no pets, so there's 2 zeros. And then we have 2 people that have 1 pet, so we have to put 2 ones. To find the median, I have to make a long list. What would be the next number in that list, George?
George.
2.
And how many 2s would there be?
5.
Good job. So we're trying to find the median number of pets, so we're having to write that list. And I'm going to pause that. So that's the whole list. How many people were there?
There's no 20. There's 21.
Oh, 21. How many people are in this list? Olivia? 26. So I have to go halfway. I have to find that 13th number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The median number of pets, I'm going to double check my work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's kind of silly. The median number of pets is 3 and a half.
Wait, why would it be? Wouldn't it be 3?
It would be 3 and a half because it's halfway between the middle. So that measure is not very sensible in this problem.
Yeah.
The mode is a better measure, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, that's where we're going to stop.